slow it down and just get a shot on goal. That's all I ever think. Don't turn the ball over and make sure that we just get a shot, whether I get fouled or I can get the ball out to somebody that I know they know to shoot this ball. That's what it's always down to, getting to the paint. And I know that somebody's going to come over and help and throw it to the guy that came over and helped on my team.
Would you consider that a soccer mindset? I mean, even you just saying shot on goal, just kind of interesting. I mean, I know you like soccer.
I do. I love it. All right, peace, man. Get out here.
You got a tape cutter on your back. Other side.
Tape cutter. Yeah, I mean, we always talk about as long as we don't turn the ball over, we're always in a great position to win because we know we're going to score. That's like when we get careless with the ball. That's when since I've been here and from what they've told me, that's when teams come back in the game. That's when everybody's body language changes. So, shot on goal. I do love football. All good.
Do you standings watch at all?
Do I what?
Standings watch, like, oh, this team lost tonight, we gained a game.
No. I control what I can control, and that's we win. I got to worry about the standings. Keep winning.
Yeah, they're talking about 60 as a target. I mean, are you even at least embracing getting out of the play-in seems to be
win the rest of these games, and I guarantee you something's good going to happen.
The greatest setup of all time. My car is like parked right around the corner. Just walk down those stairs. Here I am, right out of the coach's room. Here I am. I'll be home at midnight. Incredible.
I agree.
Nice job. Nice job, Kings.
Are you going to start the same way you kind of have been starting?
Yeah, we'll start the same way as we did in Houston. So Draymond at the 5.
What have you liked about that group?
I think it's the best two-way starting group that we can put on the floor. So we get Moses shooting, we get the playmaking of BP to go with Steph and Jimmy, and obviously Draymond and Jimmy at the 5 and the 4, defensively behind the play. That we lack size, but we've got a lot of brain power back there.
We've talked a lot about playing Draymond at the 5. I guess just how differently do you weigh his minutes when he's playing center versus when he's not, when you're thinking about how long can I keep him out there?
I just think the way I'm looking at it is there's 27 games left in the season, and it's a couple months. I said from the beginning I did not want to do this for 82 games, and so that's why we haven't really done it for most of the season, and I preferred starting a 5, and I just think you have to read the season, read where you are, and it feels like right now there's a sense of urgency, and we know where we are, we know what we got to do, and Loon and Quentin are going to be in the rotation. Trace just got to stay ready. He could find his way back in very easily, so we're still going to play our 5s, but we'll start Draymond.
What's the message been like with Buddy as far as also staying ready, of course, he'll still have his time on?
The message?
Yeah.
Buddy's a huge part of what we're doing. The way we're starting is not a reflection of his play. It's just a reflection of what I'm trying to accomplish. BP's a very different player from Buddy, and I like the playmaking, and I like his ability to handle the ball and get Steph off the ball. And BP and Jimmy also have a great connection. That became apparent right away. So starting them together means we get more minutes with them.
You've always called Brandon a connector. I mean, why do you think that the pairing of Brandon and Jimmy has worked out so quickly?
Just two smart players who see the game well, who can pass, who create advantages through their decision making and their ability to read the game.
Steve, they really blitzed and doubled and got the ball out of Curry's hands the last head-to-head matchup here. You guys got a lot of good looks off of that, but there were also a lot of turnovers that led to them prevailing really because of those. How do you balance making the right play versus avoiding the catastrophic turnovers?
Hit singles, that's always the message with our team. Just hit singles. I think we have 21 turnovers in each of the 2 games against Sacramento, and we can't have that tonight. So first half of last game, we picked them apart. They were doubling, and we got a lot of open looks, knocked down a bunch of threes, built a big lead, and then their pressure bothered us in the second half. And so we know that coming into this, been the big message, in preparation for this game. We cannot make difficult decisions. We got to just space the floor and hit singles and just make the easy pass, trust that the next guy can make the play.
But having Jimmy out there, who you didn't have the last time you guys were here, doesn't that kind of change the narrative a little bit too?
Yeah, it does. I mean, Jimmy rarely turns it over and never gets in a hurry. So I would hope those things will translate tonight.
How do you, he talked about maybe his conditioning not being fully there and some of his feel entering the break. Do you think the break was good for him or maybe not good for him?
I haven't talked to him. I think, in general, I think the break is great for everybody. I know his circumstances are different because he hasn't played that much, but other than the first game he played in Chicago, I haven't noticed his conditioning being a problem. He's a great athlete and one of those guys who seems to not get tired, and so I thought he was fine those next 3 games, but he's the only one who can determine what his conditioning is, and if it's not ideal tonight, I'm sure it will be soon, and so I'm not worried about him.
How many more plays does he know now compared to when he first came? Like, I think at the very beginning he said he might have known 3 to 5 plays.
Yeah, maybe 7.
So still hitting.
Yeah, I mean, we've hardly practiced. I mean, we had 2 shoot-arounds on that road trip, and then 1 practice yesterday, shoot-around today, and we just don't want to overload him. But we did add a couple things this morning, and he's a really, really smart player. He picks things up easily, so I'm not too worried about that. Thank you.
Show, 150 million on the go.